I am very excited to be heading to HYROX Johannesburg tomorrow. So today's Thursday, tomorrow we fly to Johannesburg, and Saturday is the big race. So I am competing in women's doubles. I've only done one HYROX before, which was the Cape Town one. So we would like to better our time, which last time we got an hour 19, and I know we are going to meet that time. So now that we know what it's all about and the course and everything, we are so excited to go to HYROX Johannesburg. So I just thought I would give you a little look into my packing, what I pack, and then take you around on the day and from my point of view, and show you how HYROX Johannesburg goes. Okay, so we are packing the bag. So I'm taking my backpack. We're only going to be there for 2 nights. So we're flying up tomorrow, which is Friday. The race is on Saturday, and then we leave to come home on Sunday. So I don't need a lot of stuff. I have my amazing backpack. Boom. It is honestly the best purchase I've ever made from Temu. And it is my gym bag, basically, my everything bag. So what I'm going to pack into my backpack is everything I need for race day that I'm going to keep on me on the flight, just in case anything happens with the checked in luggage. So what have I got in my backpack? Let's go through it. I bought a travel roller. Usually I would not lug a roller around with me, but because I am recovering from a hip injury, which is so much better due to rolling, I want to give myself the best chance that I can get at the competition and really just do all the things that I know work for my body and work for me. And it fits so perfectly into my backpack. Then obviously my race shoes. Love my Adizero Boston 12s. They are just the best shoe ever. Then we have our outfits, obviously. Maybe I shouldn't show you now. We'll keep that a surprise. So, but there's a little clue. Our outfits are ready. So our top and our shorts fits right in there. I also have my race day socks, and I have 2 pairs of spare socks just in case. It's always tricky to pack for a different sort of weather when you're not there. So I'm just bearing in mind that it's not going to be as hot there. Although Johannesburg is quite humid often, but anyway. Then we have our awesome athlete shirts, which is from our sponsor Protein, who give us our creatine and whey protein. That's what we're going to wear on competition day as a little team. Then I'm also going to be packing just 2 pairs of black leggings. Then I'm also going to be wearing my everyday running shoes. They're just the comfiest shoes ever. Super dirty. Probably should have cleaned them, but whatever. So those are going to come with me as well. Right, then that's the clothing sort of portion that I'm going to be packing into my backpack. I'm not going to show you all the boring stuff of, you know, normal travel things. I have a goo. I don't usually take goos, so I'm a little bit hesitant because you're not supposed to take anything on race day that you don't usually take. But last HYROX, I took the goo. I think it helped. I mean, I don't really know. You kind of just hope it does help. I'm talking to the people on YouTube. Come sit here on your chair. Yes, here we go. So good boy. This is where my hair on my clothing comes from. Right, then we have electrolytes. I've got many sachets. So this brand 13 Nutrition, they have 2 different types of electrolytes. They have performance ones and they have everyday ones. I personally find the everyday ones is better for me because they only have 200 grams of sodium, whereas the performance ones I think have 500 grams, which I find is a bit too much for my body. I feel like super bloated, like I'm just retaining all the water. But I'm going to take them with me just in case on the day. I just need that like extra hydration. And then I carry these on me as I race, these Totem Sports electrolytes. It's like a sachet of salt water basically. And then from Quinton Sport, which is also the Totem Sport, the nighttime electrolytes, which I'll take the night before, and I take tonight as well. So there's quite a lot of electrolytes going around that you can see because I think rather overhydrate than underhydrate. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to pack all of this into my bag, into the backpack, and then everything else I will be putting on into the check-in luggage. Getting exciting. Okay, so I have a lot of food to kind of prepare for the trip. I have a particularly fussy stomach, if you want to say that. So I need to be quite clever with the food that I prepare for myself for the race. And now, unfortunately, I can't prepare it myself when I'm there because we are staying in a hotel. In hindsight, maybe Airbnb or something with a kitchen would have been maybe a better idea, but we just thought we just wanted to relax and not have a lot to do when we are there. So we have planned our meals. We just basically need a lunch for tomorrow, a dinner for tomorrow, Then race day, we would need breakfast and lunch, and then maybe some snacks. So it's not that much. So what I have bought to prepare is chicken, Mediterranean roast vegetables, egg fried rice, which I actually use. I mean, this one's already been half used, but I use these little pre-cooked brown and wild rice packets. It's like 3 in a portion. So easy, and you can eat it cold as well. Cold's obviously not ideal, but it does the job, and yeah, it's a lot easier than cooking a whole pot of rice. So I'm going to be making egg fried rice with that, so that we'll be having that for dinner tomorrow, and also for breakfast on race day morning, egg fried rice. Best carb that my body can manage. Then what I'm also going to be making as lunch, I've got these brown sandwich thins from Woolworths. I'm just going to be taking those. And then I also went and bought a whole lot of little nut butter sachets. So honey and almonds, so it's a little bit sweet. I really like peanut butter and honey on like a cracker. So good. So I felt like this was the closest thing, and then I don't have to take a whole jar of peanut butter. So I got a few of those just in case. Then I have also grabbed some cashews as little snacks for race day as well. Banana, potassium, great snack too. And then I'm gonna be making some overnight oats tomorrow to take, just in case I want to eat that on race day morning as well. So that I make with obviously oats, fat-free yogurt, and some berries, and maybe some nut butter as well, and protein powder. So let's see. Okay, so it's really messy, but I just thought I would show you making some egg fried rice. I cooked the chicken and I cut it up into tiny pieces, and I'm just letting it all kind of soak, and they're going to go into those 2 Tupperwares and the veggies. So that will be dinner day before race day and possibly lunch. Okay, so this is the little cooler bag I am planning to fit everything into. I think it will fit. So I have got my 2 little Tupperwares of egg fried rice. I'm going to put some chicken in here. Overcooked the chicken. Well, I mean, I cooked a lot of chicken. Some veggies. Okay, so these will go in here, and they fit nicely. I'm also going to put in my brown sandwich thins. I'm not going to make sandwiches now. I'm just going to take those. What else? Got some nuts. A little nut butter sachet. What I also want to try and squeeze in, I am obsessed with these popped cracker cakes. They're purple sweet potato and chia and coriander. They're like rice cakes, but not made from rice, obviously. But I love these with peanut butter and honey on them. So good. So I'm going to take a bunch of these with as well. Put some banana in there as well. Not the biggest banana fan, but it is very good for you. So banana shall come with wrestle after bananas. There you go. Then the other thing I wanted to chat about, which I know a lot of people would want to know, is the powders. So the creatine, I get my creatine from protein, obviously, and I have all these little like Tupperware sort of things that actually come with some of the shakers, and they're so helpful, especially if you just need to put your powders in them, and that's exactly what they are for. They actually got them with these shakers. So let me see, this one goes with this, and then they screw on there. So clever, but they fit on top of each other, even the different brands. This excites me so much. I love stuff. This is how you know you've reached your 30s, because you get excited about Tupperwares. So what have I got in my Tupperwares? I have got creatine in the 1, because Friday, tomorrow morning, I'm going to take my creatine at home. So I just need to take some creatine on Saturday, which is race day. And then Sunday, I'm just going to take it when I get home on Sunday evening, because it's not really necessary, especially because it will be a race day. So it doesn't really matter what time I take it in the day. With my creatine, I always take it with my 2 powders, which I'm not really good at taking powders, like, you know, those green powders, and I try to take a beetroot powder and they make me feel really nauseous. But these powders are the only ones that work. They're the only ones that I also have gotten so many compliments on since I've taken them. And that is the Chemistry Natural Science, but I get mine through One Skin Emporium online. And I take the plump powder, which is for your guts, your immunity, very important, skin, muscle stiffness, bloating, IBS, joint mobility, energy, skin, hair, nails, bones, just amazing. And then I also take collagen because of the intensity that I train. This is also just really helpful with that joint mobility, tissue repair, inflammation, things like that. So these 2 I always take together with my creatine. So that I've put in one of the big ones, this one so I can see. Then what I also take is, this is from a brand called 30 Nutrition, where I get my electrolytes from as well. It's Clean Fuel, which is cyclic dextrin. So this is like a pure carb. So it's a powder, you drink it, and then, like I said, it's a carb. So we need carbs for endurance, especially for this type of race. Carbs are energy. Big time. So I've been carbo loading this week. So I'm also taking, like I said, the cyclic dextrin. But instead of having to take this whole big tub with me, I have decanted them into the little ones. So in all 3 of these top ones, I've actually just got cyclic dextrin. So that's 3 different servings. I think there's 20 grams in one serving. So 60 grams. But I'll take 1 tomorrow and then maybe 2 on race day, 1 in the morning and 1 just before I race, that I'll mix with the electrolytes. So that's how I've packed all of this. It's great. My other vitamins, my usual vitamins, I think actually I will take some. I wasn't going to, but you know what? I never miss a day. So I've got my little pill box, which I have put all the vitamins on top of them. So I'll just fill this and then I'll take it with me as well and pack it all together. Let's go. We made it to Joburg. We're in our hotel. Hello. Having a coffee. Very dark. Yay. Okay, so we have arrived in a nice room. And a little view there. Now I'm going to go for a pedicure to relax, have a nice foot rub, and then we relax until comp tomorrow. Fun day. So it is race day today, and we have woken up. We've just had our coffee. We've had a beetroot juice, which helps with blood circulation. And now we're going to have our first meal. It's 7:30. We brought all our fuel from home, as you know. So I have this morning some overnight oats with yogurt and blueberries and honey. And that's going to be my brekkie. Sam, what have you got?
I have, good morning everybody, I have oats with peanut butter, protein powder and banana.
Yay! So we will eat this now because we obviously want a carbo load. We'll eat now at 7:30 and then we'll eat again at about 10:30 or 10. And then at about 12:30 we'll eat our last meal before we get collected at 1. Look how cute the team looks! Oh my goodness! Okay, so it is now 10 o'clock. What have we been doing? Not much.
Rolling and sleeping.
We've been rolling our muscles. We had a nap.
Rolling, stretching, sleeping.
We had a shower. We had a shower.
We progressed.
Yes. And now we are having our snack. I'm having egg fried rice. We're having
egg fried rice with sweet potato and chicken.
Boom. So some nice carbs, a little bit of protein, because we don't want too much protein before. We'll keep all the protein for the end, for when we recover. So that's us right now. Sitting in the bed having a snack. Woohoo! Feeling excited and nervous and all the things.
Nice, Jordan. Yes, girl. Yes, Sammy.
Keep going. What else do you want to say to Jessica?
Yes, girl. Nice, Michael. Face yourself. Yes, Jody. Well done, girls. Yes, girl. Nice, girls. Yes, Jody. Come on, Jody. So strong, babe. So strong. Nice, Jody. Nice and strong, my girl. Woo! Yes, girl. Well done, lady. Well done. What about
So, done the race. Now we are back at the hotel having a celebratory drink, and we did so well. These two girls did an hour 40 for their first HYROX. We did an hour 20, and we're very happy with that. It was tough, but very happy. We're at the airport. We're ready to go home. So I'm obviously now home. It is Monday. My body is still quite sore from obviously the race on Saturday. So I've taken today off to just kind of regather myself and just rest a little bit. So I just wanted to go over some of my biggest takeaways from the race. I feel like we fueled perfectly. I did take one of those goos. I actually took half a goo with gel, and it didn't sit quite nicely, so that's definitely something I need to work on and practice with gels, and they always say that, but I keep forgetting. So in terms of fueling, I think we were spot on. We had so much energy, it was great. Then the actual race itself, bearing in mind this is only our second HYROX ever, okay, so this is just my experience. I'm not a professional at this or anything, but I've obviously the only other comparison I have was one HYROX before. So this time the competition was a lot bigger, which obviously meant they had to add some more lanes into the sledding and add more skis and things like that, which therefore made the rock zone quite long. So that was obviously more running than previously. And then the other thing was, due to the amount of people, it was very full, and heats were just like a lot of people per heat. They were just coming out constantly, which made the running track super packed. People didn't actually know that there was a fast lane and a slow lane. So there were a lot of people walking. Some people were actually just standing still in the middle. So as you're running, you obviously then bump into each other. People were pushing past each other. So that was my biggest takeaway, was that it's not quite clear to a lot of people, it seems, that there's a fast track in the inside. Obviously, being in South Africa, we drive slow on the left, fast on the right. So I think people thought it was maybe that way. I don't know. But that was something that maybe should have been said in the briefing as everyone enters the tunnel. Another thing was, and this was something a lot of people were freaking out with before, is that Johannesburg is obviously at a higher altitude, which therefore obviously makes it quite difficult to breathe. And maybe I didn't want to believe that was going to affect me. Well, I mean, you don't really have an option. You have to go and do it anyway. So I didn't see the point of like stressing about it. But maybe, not that I couldn't breathe, everything felt heavy and it felt hard. But that's part of it, and that's the excitement of the race. So I know for a lot of people that don't know HYROX or don't understand it, like a lot of my friends and family, even like, what place did you come? And it doesn't really work like that. There's so many factors. Every course is different. Every course affects you differently. And I think that going into the next one, obviously we want to beat our time, but I'm definitely going to go into it much more open-minded as to a lot of the things that you can't plan for. I mean, we planned everything down to the T. So like things like the traffic, things like the altitude, you can't plan those. So all we can do is keep doing what we're doing. Trust our training. I feel like we're solid with the training, and I just need to work on my running. Woo. I only started running last April. Hasn't even been a year. So I'm pretty proud of my progress in the running, but that's definitely where my downfall is. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the next one in Cape Town, where we won't have that altitude issue, and seeing how we do. But it was great. It was awesome. Loved it. Such a privilege to be able to travel and compete and really test our bodies to the limits. So it was awesome. Loved every second.